Imagine if you knew Cardi B before she.
Now
Now
imagine
imagine
if
if
you
you
knew
knew
Drizzy,
K.A. Drizzy
K.A.
Drake.
Drizzy, Drake.
Some people
Some
call him.
people call him.
He was rapping
He
in the
was rapping
hallway
in the hallway
before he
before
became
he
one of the
became one
biggest
of the
artists
biggest
in the world
artists in the
ever.
world ever.
Now, what
Now,
about
what about
J. Cole?
Jake?
Right.
Right.
Now, he's
Now
one
he's
that's
one
known
that is known
for his
for
lyrics
his
and everything.
lyric. Every,
So what if it's,
what
you
if
knew him
it's
before
you knew
he
him
blew up?
before he blew up?
Well,
Well,
today I
they
am here
I am here
with
with
of
of
great
great
upcoming stars
upcoming
in the,
stars in the
and I'm
and uh,
and it's just
and
a
it's just a
global
global
medicine of the
medicine
world.
of the world.
I'm your girl
I'm your
Kareesh,
girl Kareesh,
and I'm
and
here
I'm
with
here with
artists and
artists
also
and also
entrepreneurs.
entrepreneurs.
Do this. How
Buddhists.
are you?
How are you?
Blessing yourself now. What's it is, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King KOODA coming to you live from the ones and twos. I'm blessed for the opportunity to have a conversation with you guys, and let's get it.
Let's
Let's
get it.
get
Oh my
it. Oh
God,
my
I
God,
love
I
it.
love
Love it.
it.
Now I've been
Now I've
listening
been
to your
listening to
music. I've
music.
watched
I've
your
watched
page
your page
and everything
and
like that.
everything like
So I
that. So
know
I
that
know that
schedule.
schedule.
So I wanted to
So I
get
wanted
right
to
in,
get right in.
right?
Right.
So
So
you can do
you can do
anything in the
anything
world.
in the world.
Why did you
Why
choose
did you
music?
choose music?
Well, first and foremost, it's my way of connecting with God, and also the way I connect with my family. It's my way of me connecting with the world. Since I was a child, I've always had a knack for it, and every time that I used to listen to it, it feels like it belongs to me. So with that being said, it's a form of communication. It's a way that I start talking in the world. I remember some of the first songs I used to listen to back when I was younger was MC Hammer, Too Legit to Quit, or Ice Cube, Today Was a Good Day. You know, then it stemmed to Lil Wayne, to Tupac Shakur, Trick Daddy, and then a lot of women like Anita Baker, Jill Soul Scott, and I just fell in love. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like at the end of the day, you find yourself vulnerable because like a lot of times, like especially with hip hop and sure it's gospel and country and stuff like that, it's a way that I found truth and emotion in my music, and it's like make me feel like I'm not the only one going through this, and it helped save my life.
Right.
I
Right.
found love. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I'm agree.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
loving
agree.
it.
I'm love.
All I'm saying is like I found love through my wife in music. I found love through my daughter in music. I found love in Yahweh music in the world. And it's like the more and more I get to the word, the more I start getting to understand. It's like everybody's talking and trying to find a certain level of understanding with somebody in the world. And the vulnerability that you find in it, it's like that's my truth.
Hmm.
And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it. So
I
now
love it. I love it.
talk
So now
about what
talk
inspired
about
you.
what inspired you.
How did your up?
How did your
How did that play an
how
effect
did that play an effect
your desire to?
Well,
your desire to
I'm gonna say this. I kind of grew up in a broken household, and not necessarily like I went from being raised by my dad. Oh, first, being raised by my dad to being my mom and my dad being married to them being divorced, and I'm no longer seeing my dad in my life. Then my mom having to take the brunt of take their responsibility. Then I have my stepdad. Then after long and so forth, you know, me and my mom didn't always see eye to eye. I was lucky to have my mother-in-law Nani and my mama Nuna, and they helped be the moms that even when my mom lacked the motherly part, but she taught me how to hustle. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they taught me that other part about women. They taught me the other thing, especially my wife. And then later on, my daughter. They gave me that evidence that God is real. Then my uncles and my dad Wilburn Keller, they taught me, steel sharp and steel. You know what I mean? And when, you know, I ain't always, when my dad was in my life, he was able to talk me about game, teach me about like sit back and enjoy the show and just observe your surroundings.
Mhm.
And with that, you know, that helped make me the man that I am today. Because at the end of the day, I want to be in a situation where I can give my daughter a lifestyle where she ain't have to worry about her family being broken up. When she ain't got to worry about do my daddy love me? Like where my daddy at? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and I want to be able to hold on, something on the screen. Hold on. Okay, there you go. There you go. My bad. Basically, yeah, there we go. Basically, you know, a broken house home, and to be able to have a wife that, you know, will ride with you, being pregnant with your child, just to support your dreams, not knowing where y'all gonna go, where y'all gonna get food from the next spot at, and to be able to be in this position where what I'm putting out inspires other people. That's a blessing, and that comes nothing but from greatness. You know what I mean? That comes from my creator. So, and it's like, and also I see it's a sense of freedom. I could be whoever I want to be, even though I'm myself. It's a sense of I can attack the way I want to. I can be aggressive the way I want to, and it can be controlled, and it can be a positive aggression versus what they always say about men, especially being black men, that we don't know how to control our emotions and we just savages.
Right.
Right.
And I
I definitely
definitely that through
that
your
through your
age
age
and
and
like your
like
music
your
and
music
everything,
and
just like how
everything,
you're
just like
speaking,
how you're
that
that
definitely
definitely
is
is
influencing
in
and it does a positive effect. And we definitely need that to balance out the world. And I want to know, you know, hitting on that in social media. You know, some people they have their perception of you from social media or what they hear. What do you want us to know about King Kudus? Who is King Kudus without the social media?
Mm. I would say
What's that?
King Kuda. I
Hmm.
would say King Myron is the kind of person that not only he fears God, but he believes in the world he doesn't see. He also believes in a life that when the world felt like everything was impossible, when the world didn't want him, he felt kept and he didn't give up and he found a way to make change. No matter if that change is small, that changes everything. And if I could be the change that I want to see for my family, why
Hmm.
not for somebody
Yes. And that is a huge task, even being an artist, because I'm an artist myself, just knowing that you're a vessel and that besides your own, that using your gift, you are making that type of effect on others that they utilize to inspire them. Um, so with speaking with that, I wanted to know like, what is the song now that you have out that you want everybody to like go and download and listen to?
else? I would say the open event reloaded, and the reason being because that was a call to myself. It was a feature. I featured Mike Hovan, my cousin. Check him out. Um, As above below is his album, but the reason being because it's like it's us both talking to each other, and it's like the lifestyle that I live that I'm trying to be positive. At the same time, I'm contemplating suicide. I'm
Right.
contemplating. I'm contemplating divorcing my wife because I feel like I'm not worthy enough of providing for her and my daughter. When being told that, you know, a lot of times if I didn't make a decision the way I made a decision, you wouldn't be here right now.
and then you
Right.
get tired of hearing that shit. You know, excuse my language.
You're
You get
fine.
tired of hearing, you know what I mean? You get tired of
Yeah.
hearing that because you wanna, because you like, damn, like, oh, that's all I am. You know what I mean? I'm nothing more than, if it wasn't for him, I'm nothing. But if it wasn't for him, I'm everything, and I'm okay with
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? And so what? You know what I mean? Like, I may not be the most, I may not be the most talkative person, but I do fight for peace, and I do fight for a sense of ground. I don't condone callous behavior, but at the same case in point, I know that this is where,
Right.
and that's it.
And I love that. And it's with with that, and even with the story and the song, it's totally relatable. Just with mental health being a huge topic, and what people try to use as a taboo, or even just being a man in America, and even a person of color, um, those things, because you're coming out and you're fighting so much, and you have a lot of opposition. It just shows vulnerability and then truth of what we go through and what others go through, and being able to own that. And with that, that's just showing growth, because through opposition, it just makes you sharper and more stronger in what your purpose is supposed to be. So I love that, and I would say don't ever lose it. Don't ever lose that, and with honesty, because a lot of people now that they portray a certain image, it's hard for them to keep it up because that's not who they are, and they have to battle that. So I would definitely say, keep that. And I want everybody to know what your handle is on every platform, music platform. Can you spell it out slowly so they can be able to get it, and be able to support you with your music?
Yes. My Instagram is I am King KOODA23, which is my bad, IAMKINGKOODA 23. My Spotify is King Kuda without 23, KINGKOODA. My SoundCloud, same thing, KINGKOODA. My Twitch is KINGKOODA 23, and I got two more. I got my Twitch is Kuda Brown 23, which is my bad,
Mhm.
KOODABROWN, and my Facebook is Myron MYRON Kuda Brown KOODABROWN Lockhart LOCKHART. That should be enough
Okay.
information.
That's great. And we'll have your information up too. So when you're in the studio, what do you how do you prepare to record and get into the zone? How does King Kuda do that?
Honestly, what I do is, when I meditate, I pray, obviously. Sometimes I medicate and I sit in the car, well, mostly. I sit in the car, and or I sit wherever I'm at, and I just basically I be listening to music, and I find myself writing. I finally write poetry, whatever the case may be, and that's how it starts out. And
Hmm.
then I go through the process of finding what certain I rap to certain beats or whatever the case may be. If I could rap better than the person that's actually rapping or singing, whatever the case may be. And then after that, I go through a music selection process where I like, if I find a beat that I like, either I buy it or I make a beat of my or something like that. And then after that, I rehearse. So by the time I get done, like doing studio part, like doing the recording part, it takes me like 2 to 3 hours at the most, because I'm trying to get in and get out. And then, prior to me having my own studio, having my own recording stuff like that, at one point in time, all I have is $50 an hour, or $75 an hour. So you got to
Mm.
go in and be fast. So do this. I'm okay. Look, I'm about to record, do a dry run. Okay, that's good. Great. Now I'm about to record. be done with it, and then do my verses, be done with it. You know, have that stuff ready to go before I even get there,
Right.
and then and it has to be honest. That's why a lot of my music don't necessarily is all it has cursing in it. You know, I'm working on that edited stuff. That's a story for another day. But
Right.
it's all raw and it's all authentic because sometimes you need curse words to let somebody know how you truly feel, and there's no other
Mm.
substitute but the truth. You know what I mean? So, and that's it. And then after that, I may hear a track or something like that, hear an instrumental, not a freestyle over it, and somebody be like, yeah, that go good with that. And I'm like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
cool, let's do it. And go
Right.
from there.
Right. Well,
And it's
that's
really be
dope.
like that. And it's really be
Mm-hmm.
like that. Sometimes my wife be like, man, just listen to the song. I just want you to just listen to it. Just if you
Yeah.
cry, whatever, just write to it. Or
Right.
I be it be like like uh like when I wrote 20, I was thinking about Michael Jordan, but at the same time I was listening to Jill Scott Crown Royal Suite, and at the same time I was also listening to Aaliyah at Your Best remix, while at the same time listening to Saha the Prince Get Money on his Black History Project album, the second one. So all that
Right.
plays a factor.
That's dope. That's dope. And I can see how you can take all of that and then it still make it your
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what you're supposed to do.
own and just going through your process. So loving that. And I wanted to know, what did you think of the Radio Pushers app, the website, when you went to visit, or with coming in contact with Radio Pushers? What did you what's your feedback? What did you like about Radio Pushers?
One thing I like about radio pushers, they really push their artists to be their best, who they be the best artist they could possibly be. And one person
Hmm.
I have to say, P Wright is especially Millennial General, check him out. That hey man, I'd be like, he'll talk to me like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, yeah man, everything good, whatever the case may be. He said, all right man, I need you to do this. And I'd be like, I need you to talk to people, bro. And that's something I'm like, because I've been in the Marine Corps. I'm very vigilant, so I don't really talk unless it's necessary.
Right.
So to be able to, hey man, I just need you to rap with people. I'm finally rap with people. I need you to do this. I need you to have this schedule. I need you to do this. And I'm like, damn. But at the same case in point, he's looking out for me because you know, he trying to get me to a spot where I never been before, and you want people in your corner that's been there, who went down the roadblocks to tell you, hey, look, I need you to do this. Great. Now here's the next goal. Even though I have my own goals and I'm a grown man, it's still a
Right.
good thing 'cause it's like still sharp and steel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
and then and that's it. And then I have Zach. Constantly have a like updated room board for me. I started working with Tanyette to help me like work on how I can communicate with people and stuff like that. It's like I didn't really have that at first, and a lot of times I used to get in situations where I used to deal with people. People be talking about they gonna work with me and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it's no show, and then I got to do it on my own, and
Right.
it's difficult, and that's why I'm fortunate enough to have because only not only they work with promotion and stuff like that, they respect about your family, and I'm thankful about that. Like they respect my traditions, just like that, and hey, how your family doing and stuff like that. The family, like we said, hello,
Right.
like versus somewhere else, and then be like, hey, they'll call you by the wrong name, and I'm gonna leave that another day, but they call you by the wrong name. That's why my name is
Right.
Myron. I go by King KOODA. Hey
Right.
Rose,
Uh,
hey, get away.
right. Right.
And it be the
Right.
same thing. Like, come on, man. I just heard T talk about how mad he was at artists coming out with bull crap, and then I hear him talking about, oh man, girl, y'all bull crap, y'all jiving me right now. But that's all good. Y'all bull jiving me right now. That is what it is.
So what did you like? What did you enjoy about the show today?
You know what? One, I'm able to. One thing I like about the show, I was the first time me actually being vulnerable in front of a public setting. I enjoyed that I was able to do it with my wife. You know what I mean? You know, I'm also able to be myself and also get some thoughts out that have been manifesting that they're slowly but surely coming to fruition. You know what I mean? And having a great family around you that's willing to really, you know, get to know you, who truly believe in you as much as you believe in yourself, is a beautiful thing. It's a real beautiful thing. So I'm thankful.
IG handle so we can have the viewers be able to follow you.
Oh, your Instagram, baby. Oh yeah, I am KING KOODA 23.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you definitely need to follow, not tomorrow, not later on, but right now. Follow King KOODAs. Follow me. My name is Forreal. That's KAREESHFORREAL. And I'm your favorite host here on Dream Hustle Win podcast. And I want you to make sure that you always dream, trust the process, and again, know that you can be the best you that you can ever be. So we have an example right here, and I want you to make sure that you take the time to download all King KOODA's music, watch his movement, and definitely support. So this is definitely not the last time that you're going to see him. So I look forward to the journey that we have together. Welcome to the Radio Pushers family. And I want you to make sure that you follow us on Radio Pushers TV on Instagram, on the app. Download the app and make sure you follow us. That's Radio Pushers TV, Dream Hustle Win, and make sure, again, you trust the process. Thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to, again, our grateful journey with you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Also,
yes.
Check out my wife. All right, never mind. All right, you have a blessed night.
Bye, wife. She's beautiful. There you go. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you.